Some say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh, then the deeper the roots. I give a holler to my sister's own welfare. ShowBizz cares if don't nobody else care. And I know they like to beat you down a lot, and when you come around the block, brothers clown a lot. But please, don't cry, dry your eyes, never let up. Forgive, but don't forget. Girl, keep your head up. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, the adult. All right, man, look. Tupac Shakur, the GOAT. Oops! Look! Let's get to the video. Now, a show business partner of ours jumped in my DM on Instagram. That's ShowBizz_the_adult. And he asked me to cover Canelo Alvarez vacating the WBA title at super middleweight. Now, that is the title that Canelo Alvarez earned by KOing Rocky Fielding. And to that, I want to say this. Yes, though Canelo Alvarez has vacated the WBA title, and he does not hold a physical title in the super middleweight division, he is still a champion in the super middleweight division. Huh? How? When? Canelo Alvarez is holding the WBC title once he campaigns as super middleweight. What? Oops. That's right. David Benavidez, though he is the WBC super middleweight champion, he's only there until Canelo Alvarez campaigns as super middleweight. That is the perk of being a franchise title holder. No matter what weight class he campaigns at, once he campaigns there, he represents the WBC as the WBC champion. Boot. Now, I know, that's confusing, but we're going to go into details about the super middleweight division, Canelo Alvarez vacating the WBA title and the franchise title, what all this means, and who's going to be his next opponent. You know what? This is Starbucks fall blend coffee, and it just kicks you right in the nose, man. It's beautiful. I kept it black, 2 sugars. Oh my God, it's delicious. Okay, let's talk about Canelo Alvarez. He vacated the WBA title, but he's still champion soon as he campaigns at super middleweight. That's the perk of being a franchise title holder. And you all know, when I first heard about the franchise title, I was against it. But I said, let me educate myself. Let's reach out to the WBC so I can at least know what I'm mad at. And now, after speaking with the WBC, am I against it? Not exactly. Am I for it? Not exactly. And I have to wait to see exactly what we're losing and gaining as boxing fans when we watch the WBC franchise title holder do his thing. As far as Lomachenko, he is the other WBC franchise title holder. But the plan was already in place for him to take on the winner between Teofimo Lopez and Richard Comey. So we're not going to be able to see the effects of him being a franchise title until at least after that fight. As far as Canelo Alvarez, he's had a fight as a franchise title holder, right now being unified at light heavyweight. Now, many of you think that the franchise title is a ticket. It allows them, it's a pass, okay? It allows the franchise title holder to duck. And I can understand that, though the point of the franchise title, according to the WBC, was for us to have as many big fights as possible. It was to encourage big fights. But I see the fans see it as avoiding the real tough opponents. Now, case in point, Canelo Alvarez fighting Kovalev at light heavyweight. He was able to avoid Charlo at middleweight, Andre at middleweight. That's how people see it. Now, with him coming back down to super middleweight, possibly taking on Billy Joe Saunders for his WBO title, then that's him avoiding better BF, because see, now he has that pass, right, to go up and down different weight classes and take on whoever he wants. And here's the thing, consequently, Billy Joe Saunders, he didn't look that good in his last fight. So this isn't wrapping up well as the overall perception of Canelo Alvarez as a champion, as a franchise champion for the WBC. Here's the deal. He vacated the WBA title. He didn't really have to defend it or anything like that. He didn't really have to be that proud of it because he got the key. he is still WBC champion as soon as he campaigns there. So even still, does he have to defend his title that he gained at light heavyweight against someone like Beterbiev, against somebody like Volsic or Bivol or anything like that? No, he doesn't. Because soon as he goes back up to campaign at light heavyweight, he's a title holder there. Now that is a possibility that he may take on Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders, he is mandated by the WBO to defend his title, okay, against the WBO mandatory. But unifications trump the mandatory. So Canelo Alvarez and Billy Joe Saunders can still have that fight for the WBO. And Canelo Alvarez can be unified, no longer holding the WBA, but holding the WBO and being, at the moment, the WBC champion. What does that have to say for someone like David Benavidez, who was there at super middleweight? He wants those opportunities too. And it seems as though him holding a WBC title, Canelo Alvarez holding a WBC franchise title, there's no incentive for them to face each other. See, that's an issue there too. Why is there no incentive? Because David Benavidez, he already has the title. He'll be fighting Canelo Alvarez for his name. Why? Because he cannot gain the franchise title. As far as Canelo Alvarez, he already the WBC franchise champion. Fighting and beating David Benavidez is getting what? What is he gaining there? Another WBC title? Him holding two? He can't hold them both. He has to vacate one, right? Once the franchise champion gets the franchise title, he has to vacate his WBC title, full-time title. This is a bit confusing. It turns into a bit of a mess, but I'm going to say this. Canelo Alvarez vacating the WBA title is no big thing. I think Billy Joe Saunders may just be his next opponent. Whoever it is, I don't see it being a WBC champion. ShowBizz the Dope. Let me know what you all think in the comments below. Are these the negative effects of the franchise title or positive ones? Because we weren't going to have Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders until Canelo Alvarez realized, I'm not going to lose anything by fighting Billy Joe Saunders, right? Is that the idea? He doesn't lose the franchise title, so he can risk it, take on Billy Joe Saunders. Is that the idea? I'm out. Huh.